Daughter of the Wind and the Sun is an Albanian story. Once upon a time, at the beginning of the world. In the sky was the king of the wind, Erës, and the queen of light, Diellit. They fell in love in the kingdom of heaven and eventually had a daughter. Her name is Selina. She was a beautiful and wise girl who had both the lightness of the wind and the warmth of the sun. However, she was not satisfied with her life in the sky, and one day she wished, "I want to go down to the human world and find out where true courage and happiness lie." Her parents were worried, but Selina's determination was firm, and in the end, she said this and sent her off. "I will give you 3 gifts. A blade of wind, a piece of light, and a mirror of the heart. All of them can only be used once. Think carefully before using it." Thus, Selina left the sky and descended to the ground. The first place they arrived at was a country devastated by war. People were obsessed with hatred, and there was no light in the eyes of the children. Selina burst into tears and threw a piece of light into the sky. Then the sky cleared and the sun's rays enveloped the city. The anger in people's hearts softened little by little, and their smiles began to return. The next place we visited was the cold northern village. The wind was rusty, and people were suspicious of each other and closed their hearts. Selina gently released a wind wing, turning it into a gentle breeze. The wind brought warmth and fragrance to people's homes, and everyone opened their windows and began to talk to their neighbors. The last place Selina arrived at was the quietest city everywhere. There, no one cried, did not laugh, did not get angry, and lived in a mask without emotion. The people of the city said, "Emotions are the source of conflict, and there is no need for joy or sorrow." Selina was puzzled. These people look peaceful. However, it was somewhat cold and no one's heart was moving. At that time, she took out her last gift, the mirror of her heart. Then he stood in the city square and called out loudly, "Look in this mirror, what is reflected in it is your true heart." The first thing I saw was a girl. In the mirror, I saw myself crying alone. The next boy I saw was trying to sing, but I saw myself suppressing my voice. Eventually, the people in the city looked into the mirror one after another and realized their true feelings. Someone laughed, someone cried, someone shouted. And so the town, after a long silence, regained its living sounds. Selina looked up to the sky. She had already used up all her gifts. But her heart was full. The wind blew, and a voice came from the sky. "Selina, you have found true courage and happiness. Come home." After returning to the sky, Selina still occasionally sends gentle breezes to the earth, sheds warm light, and speaks to people's hearts. Even now, when the wind suddenly brushes against your cheek, it may be Selina, the daughter of wind and sun, softly speaking to you. The end.